And welcome everybody to Co-op Guild. This is Steve. I'm here with Co-op Corner. So this is our monthly news segment. I try to do it the first Wednesday of the month, but we had some things going on, so we're catching up now. So we'll go through all of the cooperative news of games you might want to check out for the month of November. And if you are a publisher or designer and want your game added to this list, just reach out to me in email. I do try to track it myself as much as possible, but yeah, I'll get them added to the list and we'll talk about it. As long as your game has a cooperative mode of some sort, we'll definitely cover it on the channel. See lots of friends here today. So I see Victor. Hey Brian, how's it going? Hey Matt. I'm glad to hear you you got home now, Matt. Yeah, glad to hear you better. That's good. Okay, Kim. Greg, let's see, I saw Lane stopping by. So, Pickles here, nice. Chris, lots of friends, sweet. Okay, let's dive into it. Got quite a few games. It was kind of weird doing prepping for this month because normally when I'm prepping, I have most of the stuff hasn't launched yet because it's the first of the week, right? Our first week of the month. But this one, since I'm so much later, there's quite a few campaigns we can just scroll through and look through, which makes it a little bit easier. I'm not gonna lie. So. All right, let's take a look at. So we'll start out with the games that are currently live. Start off with Arydia, the Paths We Dare Tread. So this is a game that is not new. This is coming back to a Game Found. It is an open world adventure game. I absolutely love this game. Big fan of this one. So it's coming back to Game Found with a second printing and with new content. So the game itself, you are playing on a overland map. You can see here, this is the board itself here, and as you move around the board you can actually zoom into different locations, which you'll zoom in here with different tiles to pull out, and the world will change based upon NPCs you interact with. It's got a little bit of a role-playing element as well. The storage solution is pretty slick for this one. Everything is very self-contained in envelopes and stuff, so it's basically an RPG in a box. That's what it comes down to. So really like this one. It's a good one. Haven't started this yet, so naturally I'm in for the fishing as expected. Yeah, I know, Chris. So, confession time. I played this quite a bit when I had the prototype. I absolutely loved it. It's one of those rare prototypes where I did not want to send it on. Like, I absolutely love the game. We got the actual copy, and that very night we were already open up and playing some of it, and then I can't remember what happened. The content channel basically stuff happened, and I put it away, and then we just never came back to it. So like no, so we're making an effort now to get back into it, and it's really fun, really enjoying it. So we're still very much in the intro of it. It's one of those games that we're playing as a family, Kim, myself, and my son. And my son doesn't always want to play this game, so it's like, oh, I don't want to go on without you, but I still want to play the game. So anyway, it's a very cool game. Definitely worth checking out. But like Chris said, this is a second printing. It does have some small pack with some fixes in it. Doesn't seem like it's much of it, and just some typos here and there. But you basically create your own class. You explore the open world. But the new thing they're adding, let's see if we can jump to it. Oh yeah, I got loot and stuff in here. It's very cool. Oh, by the way, all the miniatures are painted this one, which is really nice. Where's the? I'll just have to go down. Here we go. This is what's new. The fishing and upgrade pack. So upgrade pack, from what I can tell, is probably not necessary, but nice that they added that. The fishing pack allows it so now you can go fishing on different bodies of water. Very small addition to the game, but hey, I can't say no. So yeah, I backed this one myself. So yep, definitely in on Arydia and fishing for sure. So a very cool game. I'm curious if I'm going to do another world. I think the plan at some point was to do a whole nother area, so like you keep expanding the product line. I have no idea if that's what's coming in the future, but right now, very happy to see what they have for the game. That's the first one, Arydia, the Paths We Dare Tread. Oh, by the way, all of these games, I do have links in the video descriptions. You can find them there. And this is by Far Off Games. Same designer who did Zia, Legends of the Drift, if you know, look at that one. Which you can get in this campaign as well, if you want to get that game. That game is actually hard to find. So If I didn't have 3 campaigns sitting on my shelf now. Yeah, I know. Campaigns is like the evil word nowadays. I see campaign, I'm like, oh, I got so many I gotta do now. So it's rare for me to jump on a campaign game at this point. So, hey, Derek. A lot of these are campaign games, to be honest. The next one I'll talk about is one that I am particularly excited about, kind of. The 1 to 5 player Bantam West. This is the second edition of the game with a new expansion. And I hesitated on this one a little bit because, as you see here, it does say competitive open world RPG. But this is advertised as second edition with solo co-op. And I know they had solo co-op in the first edition, but I heard it wasn't very good. So I'm hesitantly sharing it here. I was trying to dig into I was reading through the rules of it, trying to see like, okay, what is the actual cooperative elements in this? And I struggled to try to determine that. Like I couldn't like get a good feeling like how does solo co-op work in this? It's very much advertised that it does this, but when I dig into it, I'm not I must be looking in the wrong spot for the information. I don't know. But this is basically Red Dead Redemption in the box. Well, something like that, right? You're wow, I mean, I changed the size of my window there. That's okay. It's a adventure game where you are basically trying to get I can't think of what the resources are called, but you're trying to get reputation points basically. Trying to get enough reputation points to complete the objective. And I believe the co-op solo mode has like a zombie thing going on where that's my guess is you don't play the game normally where you try to like get so many points, and it's basically a race in the competitive game. Who gets the most, it gets a certain number of points first wins. And I think in the co-op you might have zombies. I don't know. It's very confusing trying to figure this out. But this is out there, and they're adding a new expansion with a new character you can play as. So I particularly love this style of game, a Wild West game. You kind of go do what you want. You've got this. You can be like you have an actual job you have to maintain as well, which is very cool. So yeah, very very interesting in the theme and the presentation of this. But I don't have confidence in the one, so I'm sharing with others just in case they have any information when they they're curious about it. So yeah, that's Bantam West, second edition. And they're adding a new expansion for this one. So the next one is Blood and Skulls: The Crucible. So this one, it was launched recently. It's not even back fully funded yet, and it's not about halfway there with 14 days left. I'm worried this one's not going to actually fund. I'm guessing they might have to cancel this and relaunch it. But this is a horror 1 to 5 player game. RPG survival game. So this is one that if you want to check out more content for this, I do highly recommend Barrett from Meet Me at the Table did do video coverage of this one. So but yeah, for me, dark narrative, big old miniature campaign stuff like this, not my style game. So I wasn't looking at this too heavily. Also, I do struggle when I was looking through this page. I was trying to like nail down like what is different about this than other campaigns, and admittedly, at least on this campaign page, it doesn't really sell itself. Like I can't pinpoint what is like super unique about this versus all the other campaign games going through. In fact, we've already gone through I guess Bantam West isn't a campaign game. That's a self-contained game. But there's a lot of campaigns we'll talk about today. So there's so many of them, so it's really hard to stand out when you've got something like that. But yeah, this is Blood and Skull: The Crucible. If you're looking for I think it's a 1 to 4 player narrative RPG adventure game. So, okay, now this next game I am super interested in, but also super hesitant about. It's called Cauldron's Call. Got 8 days left on it. It is, if you're familiar with the video game Overcooked, it is Overcooked the board game. That's what this game is. So let me jump down to, let's see if I find a good image of this one. Come on, we'll find a good image of it. Here's a decent one. Here we go. We'll look at this with this one here. So it is turn-based, and so you're going to be working in a kitchen, which is set up a 3D board, and moving your piece around. You have to go gather ingredients. You can toss ingredients to other people. You got to chop them up. Go to the stove, start cooking things, all that fun stuff. But this one has a fantasy theme on it, and a lot of times you have to put things in this cauldron. And like already am like super sold. And the one thing that hesitates me about this is the Cauldron itself. The Cauldron is actually a Bluetooth device. It doesn't connect to the internet at all or anything like that. It's just, and I'll explain the Bluetooth thing in a second. But basically, it's got this Cauldron that, and it will drive around the board, and so you have to run up to it and put your ingredients in. It's got a little light sensor or light on there that tells you how long the food's been cooking, so you have to go pick it up before it burns, which is cool. I like that a lot. I'm not sure about like it randomly moving around the board. It adds the chaos element, which is cool, but at the same time, it's like it's not a real-time game. You actually take turns in it, so it's got a weird like want to be real time, but also want to be turn based, and I don't know how that fits exactly. That's my one hesitation about this. But everything else about this looks awesome. Because we're big fans of that Overcooked game. It's really, really fun. Actually, it says real-time collaboration on here, but I've been watching the videos. They still take turns. It's not like it's like turnless. Let me put it that way. It's real time, but you take turns. Let's put it that way. And yeah, so different setups, stuff like that. The Bluetooth element of the Cauldron is only there so you can update it. So the plan is at some point they can provide an update you can download to it, and now you have a new way of playing the game, or a new mode or something like that. So yeah, Brian, it sounds like a lot could go wrong with it. Yeah, that's the hesitation. Like I think if, as much as I like the Cauldron idea, I think if it was just a basic timer that would just click a button and it would just turn, have a real time to cook the food, and when it's done, that'd be good. I think what they're trying to do is mimic like the chaotic stages of like the Overcooked game where things go crazy. So I don't know, but like the idea of you running around, tossing ingredients, so you're chopping, trying to fulfill orders in time, love that thing quite a bit. Yeah, this is exactly the kind of project I avoid in crowdfunding. If it works, it'll be available in retail. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. Like I would love to be able to try this out. I don't know. Like it could be a really, really fun game, and it could also just not quite work so well. I just don't know. I don't know. So yeah, Dark Quarter has a lot of issues still. Oh, is that the publisher? I actually didn't even check what the publisher is for this one. Where's the publisher in this one? I am blind. I was on the bottom page, so excuse me, my cold. Yeah, it's got 3D furniture, all that fun stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, here's the inside of the Cauldron. You can see. So, the prototype they were doing here. Oh, just saying with tech-based games. Ah, gotcha, Brian. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the one thing, like, I don't know. Like, if they had this game without that technology element, I would probably jump all over this. It's just that one piece. It could be really good. It could also have some issues. I don't know. So, hesitancy, but very, very cool. So, otherwise, so. We'll see. Hopefully I can try. Hopefully they have at a convention at some point. I can try it out there. That's my goal, so. Okay, that, my friends, is what's it called? Cauldron's Call. Yeah, Cauldron's Call. So, very much Overcooked, the board game. So, okay, next one we have is Chronofiends. So, this is a cooperative time looping adventure game. This game has some crazy choice in like graphic design and colors. When I first saw this, I'm like, oh, wow. Okay, a lot to digest. So, I think. My opinion, I think I appreciate the attempt to do different like fun art style like this, but also I think it might have been easy to digest because it kind of, when I first look at this, it kind of turns me off a little bit when I first see it. But basically, it does look fun though. Honestly, you are on a station, a space station, basically, and you're stuck in a time loop. And there are asteroids and enemies and all these things you have to worry about, and you're trying to repair the time stream before it breaks down. Basically, if you know like the Marvel universe, you're the part of the TSA. So that's how it comes in. Yeah, Neon, exactly, for sure. So it's got nothing on Roth. That's true. Roth is a lot goes to that one. It's like, oh, okay, interesting choice. But yeah. Gameplay wise, this does look pretty fun. And running around trying to complete this, it has some pretty a lot of people are talking about quite a bit. So I need to sit down and digest this one more. It's hard to dive into it with how it's presented, but like I said, the theme of it is very cool. I like time loop type games since it does definitely stands out. So, but this is Chronofiends. It's got 4 days left as of this recording. Of course, you can get late back as well. I'm sure that's gonna be an option. It was fully funded as well. So, okay, the next one we'll talk about is Restless. Restless is a open world adventure game. So this one, I actually have the prototype on me. The plan was to have content for this game by the time it launched, but unfortunately we had the house issue and I wasn't able to get to it. So I think the plan is right now is Wednesday next week to cover this game. So I've been diving into the rulebook and everything. This is it's an open world adventure game. You are going to be running around and completing different quests and adventures. There's a big adventure book you have to deal with. Oops, wrong button there. Let's see. This event. What's my no. My thing's not working. Oh well, it's fine. A big adventure book to deal with. Getting equipment, stuff like that. Leveling up, all that fun stuff. So, now I'm drawing on the screen. There we go. Holy cow! What's going on with my mouse? Sorry about that. I'm drawing all over the place here. Let's try this again. So, there we go. Now I can draw on the screen. Okay. Oh, so what's going on there? So anyway, so. Yeah, weird. Okay. So that is Restless. Be on the lookout for more content next week about this one. It does have quite a few days left on it. If you're looking for those type of adventure games, I love these types of open world adventure games. Anything, if I see open world, that definitely piques my interest. So I'll have more to say about it next week, I'd say. So okay, next one we'll talk about is Rove Anchorpoint and Rove as well. So Rove is a 1 to 4 player, another adventure game. This one is pretty interesting though. So I want to jump down to Anchorpoint specifically because I thought that was a pretty smart way. So this is stop it. So the main focus of this one is Anchorpoint here. So it's an intro to the series, fully standalone for $50. And you have, let me double check my notes. I think it's 25 encounters in it. I think that's right. Yeah, 25 encounters. So for that price point, having 25 encounters, all that self-contained, you get 4 classes and 8 advanced classes as you go through another campaign leveling up type game. Honestly, pretty nice deal. So normally a game like that is gonna be a lot more expensive. You can get the original Rove, which is a more pricey, pricier cost to it. But yeah, Rove Jaws of the Lion. That's a great way of putting it, a pickle, for sure. If Jaws of the Lion was like the smaller, more easily accessible Gloomhaven version of it, and so that's what basically this is, right? Rove Anchorpoint. If you're familiar with Jaws of the Lion, this is the Anchorpoint is that for Rove. So yeah, Windows 11 definitely mess with my settings all the time. Every time I get Windows 7 update, my audio goes off. I have to fix it every time. So, but yes. Rove is a very cool game. I haven't played it at all, but over at Meet Me at the Table, I know Colin really likes this game, and he's got 1 or 2 playthroughs of it on there. I do recommend checking out his content on there if you want to see more about this game. But here you can get just the new one, the Anchorpoint, or you can get the reprint of Rove as well. So, okay. Next one, Vampire Survivors, the board game. This one's almost up. Only got 40 hours as of this recording. So this is a board game based upon the video game of the same name, which honestly I know nothing about. I didn't even know that was a video game. But this is a cooperative deck builder board game, I would say. So like it actually has you choose a hero. And your hero is going to have a different deck of cards. You can be customizing and deck building throughout the course of the play. Each card has a top and bottom effect. The top effect is a one-time effect, basically. And the bottom effect is a passive. And the cool thing about it is you will be combining the different passive abilities you deck build with the different top effects you have, and you'll be changing those through the course of the play. And these enemies will be swarming in from the outside of the board, and you're basically trying to survive. I think it's like 3 waves until the final boss to take him out. So this is by Emerson, who does. I'm a big fan of him as a designer, so I think he does excellent work, especially in the video game IP genre. So yeah, and this one does have the 8-bit graphics, so it's kind of an interesting. I like this style. Honestly, not everyone's gonna be a cup of tea, but it does bring back that retro look. I have no, like I said, I don't know anything about this IP, so nothing about the video game, but I do like that approach to it. Oh, the video game's a ton of fun. That's cool. It's super addicting. Yeah. So Brady, I figured you would know about this one. So Brady, you just bought a retro gaming system. I know I've been listening to. If you're not familiar with Brady Sadler, he is one of these Sadler brothers that great designer, designed a bunch of different board games out there. Like especially if you know the modular deck system, like Street Masters, Brook City, Hour of Need, and Fantasy One. Forget my name. Anyway, plus a bunch of other stuff as well. Anyways, he's big into retro gaming, so yeah, you got several exactly. Not sure I'm going to try replicating that on the tabletop though. Yeah, so that's the thing. Like I have no idea of what the video game is, so I don't know how close this is to recreating the video game experience. I'm not sure. I was just looking at the rules of it from how this presented to me. It looks fun, so it looks really fun. Alta Quest, thank you, Brian. Thank you. So that was the other game I was trying to remember. So, yeah. So this got a few more hours, but of course you can lay back as well. So this is one I was really tempted on, but deck builders are hard sells. Like we love our deck builders, but there's so many good deck builders out there. So it's a tough one. Hey, Raphael. That is Vampire Survivors, the board game. All right, next one. These are upcoming games. The first one we'll talk about here is the Hunters A.D. 1492. So this is not a new game. This is a second edition, another second edition coming. This is a 1 to 4 player, another campaign, open world campaign game. But this is like a second edition. So the things they did differently here are these elements here. It sounds like they revamped the difficulty and the leveling of it. So now you can't jump to really big equipment. You're going to have a little bit easier because you're going to heal naturally, sounds like. And then you're going to adjust how you level a little bit in this one as well. Yeah, I'm interested in that too, Derek. I've seen this one and the other Hunters games come up a lot, and I don't know anybody who's played it. I think maybe Colin played it a little bit. But like I said, this is a second edition, so they revamped it. I'm curious how this works, so... Oh yeah, second edition, new expansion. Have you played this one, Raphael? Let me know if you have. I'm curious. So, but yeah, this looks good. This looks good. It looks fun. So we've got a bunch of different characters to play as, multi-use cards, which I think excites me. Leveling up track, all that fun stuff. So yeah, you have cool. Let me know if you don't mind putting a comment here. What would you think of the first edition of it? Really curious. So, like I said, I don't know many people who have played this one. So, I was looking at Rolling Solo. He did a good job of covering the first edition of this one. If you want to take a look at that. So, lots of fun loot and crafting and quests to go on. It's driven a lot through a book as well that drives this gameplay. So, I played a little bit, but only the first week or whatever. Okay, cool. Okay, you'll get play a little bit of it. So, okay. Well, I enjoyed it. It's tough at the beginning until you get to craft stronger equipment. Yeah, I think that's what they did is that it sounds like they're making so you level faster, so it's not so tough at the beginning. So I think the focus of this was rebalancing it, so it's not as difficult. That's what I got from reading the updates and some of the rules in this one. But yeah, looks good though. This is launching in 17 hours. so just tomorrow. Hunters A.D. 1492 second edition. So It's very similar to the sci-fi version, but easier to craft and level up. That's cool. The level will change that up. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that's what they're working on. So this will be out tomorrow. You guys can take a look at the campaign page and dive into it. I have one more game to talk about. Another campaign game, this time Legacy. And that is The Witcher Legacy. So this is launching in 5 more days, which, hold on, what's my notes, math-wise? November 25th is when this is launching. So this one is going to be, this one is based upon, of course, The Witcher, which is a very popular video game series. This is a Legacy campaign game. One second, guys. Excuse me. So you'll be playing as the Witchers, and it is more of that open world game where you'll be traveling around a board like this, and you'll be using cards to move around the board. You go to a location. Each location has a unique action, and it also has limited actions you can do as well, meaning some of the actions might be like, hey, look at this hidden spot in the book or whatever, put a sticker down or something. You can do that once per game, and a big part of this is narration. If you look for a narrative game, this one's heavy narration. And it's Legacy. Now, the other thing about this is there's going to be, it's all based upon different storylines. Let me see if I can find a picture of all the content that's coming out with this. Yeah, here's a good one. So you can see here that each of these are going to be a different, like, self-contained story, and they all built together to tell this epic tale of conspiracy that you're basically trying to uncover. And so you can play each of these standalone, one if you wanted, but I think they all tie together as well, is my understanding. So most likely, if you're backing this one, you're probably just going to go all in. I don't see many people not going all in on this game. So I have an inch in this one. This has a nice solo mode. Yeah, it does. Yeah. I bounce off The Witcher based on the gameplay I saw. Yeah, this one, you have to be into the narrative aspect of it, for sure. It's gonna be you might just sit there and just go through a whole paragraph, for example. So a lot of people like that, but some people might not. So it's also Legacy, but I did see that it does have a way you can play it so that you can replay the whole campaign over again. I'm not sure if that's removables. I don't know how the stickers work exactly. I'm assuming those are removable stickers. But I did see that brought up as a comment in there as well. So, cool. That is November 25th, Witcher Legacy. But that, my friends, is all of the cooperative games I have on my target list for November 2025. So, actually, there's some other news I can mention real quick. So just recently, there's been 2 cooperative news things that got me really excited. One of them is there's a new Leviathan Wilds expansion coming out. I think it's gonna be early next year. So I'm all in that game. That game's absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Just go buy it. Like, I think everyone who's played the game has really enjoyed it. And then the other one to mention is the Sadler, Brady was on here earlier. They got the rights to Brook City and Hour of Need. So that's very exciting because that probably means that we'll see a Brook City second edition in the future and more content, or maybe even a second edition or something of that nature for Hour of Need. So regardless, more of that stuff is really, really exciting. So need to dig more into Leviathan. Yeah, Leviathan's really good. So, oh, Anastair, I did not see that. Which is announced for pre-order later. I need to look into that. Yes, more Leviathan. I don't have the news article ready. One second. If you go to our Discord, the Co-op Guild Discord, we do have a news channel. Not everything is posted there, but we do have a link for it there there. Let me pull it up here. I can pull it up on my screen. One second, since we're talking about it. Let's see. All right. So this here is the news. So Shatter Peak expansion is coming for Leviathan Wilds. So not a whole lot, not a whole lot of information on that yet, but yes, please, all the Leviathan wilds, please. So, yeah, baby, more Arydia starting the first novel soon. Oh, and writing the book too. Ooh, that'd be a really fun book series. I might be really interested in that book series, honestly. Uh, so yeah, I don't have games that are pre-order page at the game fund. That's true. Okay. Yep. Yep. Cool. Oh, eruptions shattered. Whatever. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Shattered Peak. Got it. That's the theme around it. That's cool, Greg. I like it. So cool. But yeah, that is. We'll be talking about that in the future. Probably going to try to reach out to see if we could do some preview coverage of that one at some point. Yeah, definitely backing that one personally again because that series is awesome. Okay, that's all we got for the month of November. If you guys have any games we missed, please drop a comment below, and I'll do what might be for others who are looking for information that I wasn't covered here to get that information. And we'll be back next month for December for even more news in the month of December. So. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, anything you saw here, let me know in the YouTube comments. I'll do my best to answer them. If you like this type of content, likes and subscribe to help us the most. If you go a step further, we also have a Patreon and Coffee, or say Ko-Fi, I think, to help us out there as well. So if you join our Discord, it's free. That's a good way of getting access to this news or ask questions. Can get more information from that. But yeah, that's all we got. So thanks everyone for joining, and we see you next time at the guild. Bye bye.